gladly introducing myself first. My name is Lermy Ansi Mayo from the section of BSCE 2C Batch 2. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you my thoughts and explanations in solving homogeneous functions and elimination of arbitrary constants. We have a total of 5 problems. 3 of them is we need to find the particular solution indicated, and the remaining 2 is elimination of arbitrary constant. So here in our first problem, we have the y minus the square root of x squared plus y squared dx minus x dy is equals to 0. And when x is equals to the square root of 3 and y is equals to 2. So the first thing we need to do is substitute this. Y is equals to Vx and dy is equals to V dx plus x dv. Substituting this in our given problem, we have y substituted by x, Vx minus the square root of x squared plus, since we have y squared in here, we have to substitute it by v squared x squared dx minus the x, substitute the dy by v dx plus x dv is equals to 0. As we can see in here, we have similar terms. We have the x squared, x, and x. So we have to eliminate that. And by eliminating that, we have to divide it by x. So dividing by x, we get, makancel na yan. So v na lang siya minus the square root of 1, since meron pa ditong 1, plus the v squared, makancel na din yan, dx minus, since ito mag-distribute to, it's supposed to be vx dx ito, kaso makancel na yung x, so v dx na lang yan. And distributing this, we have the negative x multiplied by x dv, negative x squared dapat yon, and cancel yung isang x, so x dv na lang siya is equals to 0. Distributing this term by dx, we have v dx minus the square root of 1 plus v squared dx, then copy natin itong natira, negative v dx minus x dv is equals to 0. So itong dalawang term na to, makancel na yan. So may matitira tayong negative of square root of 1 plus v squared dx minus x dv equals to 0. So para matanggal yung negative dito, pwede rin natin siyang isulat as 1 plus v squared, erase natin to 1/2 dx plus, mapapalitan na rin yun, plus x dv equals to 0. So in this case, pwede na nating pagsamahin yung similar terms. So magiging ano na yan, dx all over x plus yung ito, 1 plus dv squared negative 1/2 dv equals to 0. Next is to, pwede na natin tong integrate. So, integrating, sulat natin dito. Integrating, we have the integral of dx all over x plus the integral of, ito, baba natin yung itong term, dv. Balik natin sa dati, 1 plus dv squared. As we can see from here, ito pwede na nating i-direct na integrate. But this one, hindi. So we need to consider this first. In considering this, we have to let v is equals to tan theta. So dv will become secant squared theta, d theta. So ito magiging ano na yan, secant theta is equals to the square root of 1 plus the tan squared theta. So, ito, i-substitute natin ngayon dito sa term na ito. So, magiging ano yan, the integral of the secant squared theta, d theta, ito yun, all over the secant theta na lang, since ito lang din yun. Secant theta equals to the integral of, magma-minus yan, that's the rule. So, magiging secant theta na lang yan, d theta, kakalimutan. So, ito pwede nating integrate. So, the integration of the secant theta is ln absolute value of the secant theta plus tan theta plus c. Balik natin to ngayon dun sa before niya na ano. So, ito magiging ln square root of the 1 plus the v squared plus v plus c. Therefore, meron na tayong integrate na natin ito, yung kaninang naiwan. So, integrating that, we have ln x plus, itong na-integrate na, ln square root of 1 plus the v squared plus v equals to ln c. So, kanina 'di ba meron tayong ganitong term. Meron tayong ganitong term kanina. So, in our term here, meron pa tayong v. So, dapat nating mapalitan yan. Yung term kanina na y is equals to vx, pwede rin nating sabihin dyan na yung v would be equals to y all over x. And ito, papalit natin ngayon dito sa variable na v dito sa term natin. So, substituting that, we have ln x plus ln, substitute natin ngayon yung sa v squared, ay sa v, 1 plus dy squared all over x squared plus dy and x equals to ln c. Then, we have ln x plus ln, dito, i-multiply natin itong x squared dito sa 1. So, magiging square root na lang siya ng x squared, tas yung y squared natin. And then, isama na rin natin to para mag-join together na sila. All over x is equals to ln c. So, ito yung kanina na solution natin, nilipat ko lang. So, we need to eliminate this one. So, para ma-eliminate natin yan, magma-minus din tayo ng negative ln x dito, para na din matanggal ito. So, magiging ln x plus ln squared of the x squared plus dy squared plus y. And then, yung ma-minus natin na ln x is equals to ln c. So, makakancel na natin to ngayon. And then, this one. So, we can simply write this one as ln of square root of the x squared plus dy squared plus y equals the ln c. Or simply, since may para silang ln, simply we can write this as the square root of x squared plus dy squared plus y is equals to c. So, ngayon, meron na tayo nitong term na to. Kanina, sinabi dun sa problem na we have when x is equals to the square root of 3, tapos yung y daw is equals to 2. So, itong mga given na ito, i-substitute natin ngayon to dito sa formula na na-derive natin. So, we have square root of, anong equivalent ng x daw dapat dito? We have the square root of 3 din. So, square root of 3 squared plus yung y squared magiging 2 squared natin plus 2 since yun equals to c. Matatanggal na yung squared dito, so matitira na lang dyan is the square root of 3 plus 4 plus 2 is equals to c. So, calculating this one, we have c is equals to 4.65. Since nakuha na natin yung value nung c or yung constant, pwede natin siya ngayong i-substitute din dito sa formula na na-derive natin. So, we have the square root of x squared plus y squared plus y is equals to 4.65. Then, so i-transpose muna natin itong y sa kabila. So, magiging x squared plus y squared equals to, transpose natin yung y sa kabila, magiging 4.65 negative y. So, para ma-eliminate natin tong square dito, kailangan nating erase yung both sides by 2. So, erasing this by 2, then this one also. Cancel na yan. So, matitira lang dito is x squared plus the y squared equals to, ito ngayon, expand natin siya. Kailangan natin i-expand ito. So, magiging y squared siya. Y squared minus the 9.3y plus 21.62. Therefore, lipat natin tong y squared kasi similar siya dito. So, x squared is equals to y squared minus 9.3y plus 21.62. Makancel na ito. Magiging x squared is equals to negative 9.3y plus 21.62. So for our problem number 2, we have x, open parenthesis of cosine squared multiplied by y all over x minus y, bracket dyan, dx plus x dy is equals to 0. And when x is equals to 1, y is equals to pi all over 4. So let y is equals to vx and dy is equals to v dx plus x dv. Substituting this to our given problem, we have the x cosine 2 y and x natin is also equals to v, since if you derive it from here, v is equals to y all over x. So, v yung titira dyan, then minus the vx, since y yon, then the dx plus x dy v dx plus x dv is equals to 0. So, dividing this by x, makancel na yan. So, matitira lang dito is cosine 2v minus, makancel na din to, v dx plus this one, supposed to be vx dx ito, since magdi-divide tayo ng x, kaya magiging v dx na lang yan. And this one, supposed to be x squared dv, magdi-divide tayo ng x, so x dv na lang yan. So, distributing this, we have cosine squared v dx minus v dx plus v dx plus x dv is equals to 0. So from here, pwede na nating makancel to. Matitira na lang dyan is cosine 2v dx plus dx dv is equals to 0. So we can separate this. Pagsamahin na yung magkapares na variable. So magiging dx ito all over x plus dv all over cosine 2v is equals to 0. So integrating both terms, we have the integral of dx all over x plus ang integration ng cosine squared is secant squared v dv is equals to c. So i-direct mo nang integrate kasi pwede mo naman na itong integrate. So magiging ln x plus integration ng secant is tan v is equals to c. So when x is equals to 1 and y is equals to pi all over 4, we can substitute is this dun sa nakuha nating term kanina, which is ln x plus tan y all over x is equals to c. Naging y all over x na to since yung kanina v pa din ito, diba? Kaya kailangan natin siyang palitan ng y all over x na dinerive natin dun sa y is equals to vx kanina. Then, substitute na natin ito. Ln 1 plus tan 4 is equals to c. Therefore, 0 na ito, plus 1 is equals to c. Therefore, c is equals to 1. And so, nakuha na natin yung value nung c natin. So, ln x plus tan y all over x is equals to 1. Yung value nung c natin. Since 1 is equals also to ln e, ipapalit natin yun ngayon. Ln x plus tan y all over x is equals to ln e. Then, transpose natin yan. Tan y all over x is equals to ln e minus ln x. Therefore, tan y all over x would be equals to ln e all over x. So that's our final answer for problem 2. So for our last problem, in homogeneous functions, we have y squared plus 7xy plus 16x squared, isang term yan, dx, plus x squared dy is equals to 0, when x is equals to 3 and y is equals to negative 3. So let y is equal to vx and dy is equals to v dx plus x dv. So substitute this here in our given term. We have y would be equals to v squared x squared plus 7x since yung y is vx plus 16x squared dx plus x squared. Then, palitan natin yung dy ng v dx plus x dv is equals to 0. So, nakikita naman natin dito na madaming similar terms or common terms yung x squared. So, we divide all the terms by x squared. So, dividing by x squared, we have v squared plus 7v Since this one, pag pinag-multiply mo silang dalawa, x squared lang din. So, maka-cancel na sila. Plus 16 dx plus this one, makancel na yung x squared, so v dx na lang yan. And then this one, makancel lang yung isa, so meron pang natirang isang x. X dv is equals to 0. So since meron tayo dito isang v dx, pwede natin siyang pagsamahin na lang dito sa 7 so that maging visible ito by 4. Para maging mas madali yung natin, equation. V squared maging plus 8v plus 16 dx plus, since naalis na to, ito na lang, x dv. X dv is equals to 0. Then, pwede na natin tong i-separate yung mga variable pagsamahin na natin. So, magiging this one would be dx is equals all over x plus dv all over v squared plus 8v plus 16 is equals to 0. This one, pwede natin itong i-simplify. Dx all over x plus, pwede natin siyang sulat as v plus 4 squared is equals to 0. Since divisible naman siya by 4. So, integrating this, integrating the integral of dx all over x plus the integral of v plus 4 negative 2 dv is equals to c. Bakit to naging negative 2? Kasi kung itataas mo ito, tataas mo to, magiging yan magiging v plus 4 negative 2 na yan. Kaya ganun. So, integrate natin to. This one will be ln x plus, ito, kapag nag-integrate tayo ng ganito, di ba, nagpa-plus 1 tayo sa exponent. So, the integral of v plus 4 negative 2 plus 1 dv. So, magiging na yan, ln x plus v plus 4 negative 1, then negative 1 din dito sa baba is equals to c. Or simply as ln x plus v plus 4 negative 1 is equals to c. So when x is equals to 3 and y is equals to negative 3, substitute natin. So ln x, ln 3 plus ito. This one would become yung v magiging y all over x yan. So, value nung y, negative 3, value nung x, 3, plus 4, negative 1, equals to c. So, ln 3, plus mo c, magiging 1 plus 4, negative 1 na lang, is equals to c. So, c here, calculating it, c would be equals to 1.299. So, may value na yung c natin ngayon. Substitute din ulit natin dun sa sa nakuha nating term kanina. So, ln x minus 1 all over x plus 4 is equals to 1.299. Ito yon, kaya naging 1v plus 4, 1 all over v plus 4 ito. Kasi, binaba ko lang para maalis yung negative na exponent. Therefore, ln x minus 1, yung v magiging y all over x ulit plus 4 equals to 1.299. Then ln x minus x y plus 4x, pinag-multiply lang ito, equals to 1.299. Therefore, transpose mo, therefore the ln x would be equals to x all over y plus 4x minus 1.299. So that's our final answer. So elimination of arbitrary constant. For our first given, we have y is equals to c1 e2x plus c2x squared. So, sa arbitrary constant, kung ilan yung constant mo, dun ka din ilang beses kukuha ng derivative. So, the y prime, since dalawa yung constant natin dito, dalawang beses din tayo kukuha ng derivative. So, y prime is equals to 2c1 e2x plus 2c2x. So, for the y double prime, we have 4c1 e2x plus 2c2. And we can say that this one is the equation 1, this one is equation 2, and equation 3. So, as we can see from here, pwede nating i-multiply by negative 2 itong, or by 2 itong equation na ito, para ma-eliminate natin siya dito sa equation number 2. So, by doing that, meron tayong negative 2y equals to negative 2c1 e2x negative 2c2x squared. Eliminate natin siya dito sa equation number 2, y prime equals to 2c1 e2x plus 2c2x. Makakancel na ito, so magiging y prime minus 2y equals to ito, magiging xc2. Then, dito sa equation number 2 natin, pwede naman natin itong i-multiply by 2 para naman ma-eliminate natin siya dito sa equation number 3. So, i-multiply natin yan by 2. So, dy prime magiging 2y prime equals to 4c1 e2x plus 4c2x. So, subtracting it by equation 3, plus 2c2, meron na lang tayo dyang makukuhang y double prime minus 2y equals to 2xc2. So, itong dalawang terms na nakuha natin, pwede natin na i-substitute itong term na ito dito sa equation number 2 para ma-eliminate natin na naman yung isang constant. So, y double prime minus 2y prime is equals to 2, and then yung value ng xc2 is y prime minus 2y. Distribute natin, y double prime minus 2y prime equals to 2y prime minus 4y. And then, equate natin into 0, y prime minus 2y prime, transpose mo, 2y prime, transpose mo din, positive 4y is equals to 0. Then, y prime minus 4y prime plus 4y is equals to 0. So, that's our answer. So, for our second problem, in elimination of arbitrary constant, we have y is equals to c1 raised to negative x plus x squared plus c2x. So even though we have 3 terms in here, we only have to derive na 2 times because dalawa lang yung constant natin dito. So for dy prime, we have negative c1e negative x plus 2x plus c2. Derive natin yun ulit. For the y double prime, we have positive na since negative multiply is positive. So c1e negative x plus 2. And wala na ito since 0 na yung constant na yan. So as we can see from here, we can equate this as equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. So from equation number 3, we can derive c1 e negative x as y double prime minus 2. Yung na-derive natin na ito, pwede natin itong substitute in our equation number 2. So, substituting that, we have y prime is equals to negative, then yung value nung c1 natin, which is y double prime minus 2 plus 2x plus c2. So, dito sa na-derive natin ito, distribute natin to. So, y prime is equals to negative y double prime positive 2 plus 2x plus c2. Then, we can equate in here the c2. Pwede natin sabihin dyan na c2 would be equals to y double prime plus y prime minus 2x minus 2. So, from equation number 1, palitan natin yung value ng c2 dito. So, substituting y is equals to value ng c1 natin, which is y double prime minus 2 plus the x squared plus yung value ng c2, which is y double prime plus y prime minus 2x minus 2 multiply and then the x. Yung natira pang x doon. So, from here, simplify natin. Y is equals to y double prime minus 2 plus the x squared plus, to distribute natin dito sa x. So, magiging y double prime x positive ulit, y prime x, then positive, negative, so magiging negative 2x squared, then negative 2x. So we can simplify this by y is equals to negative x squared plus dy prime x plus 1 plus y prime x minus 2x minus 2. So this is our final answer for problem 2.